What's going on, guys? It's another video coming at you from the Big Rob Theory, and today I'm going to be reviewing for you Wonder Woman. First off, I want to say this movie is really good, and I know that it made its way as one of the better DCEU movies. It still isn't widely talked about, or at least I haven't heard it being widely talked about. Man, I've got to say that this movie blew me away. Gal Gadot, she is the best choice for Wonder Woman. Hello. She embodied the character so well. Growing up on the island, Themyscira, a little back history about it. So Zeus had a daughter with the Queen of the Amazons. So that daughter is Princess Diana, or Diana Prince, or Wonder Woman. I'm assuming that she's all God, because the Amazons are, they're crazy strong women. So they were placed on an island that's hidden away from the world. This movie kind of starts off with this pilot played by Chris Pine. His name is Steve Trevor. And so he crash lands into Themyscira, which that's the first time that a male has ever been to the island. If you don't really know back history about the Amazons, Wonder Woman, and Themyscira, it's an island made up of fully strong, capable, and powerful women. No men are allowed, in essence, because it's to keep the island, I guess, sacred for them. So Diana's mother, her name is Hippolyta, played by Connie Nielsen. She, in essence, is telling Diana that she can't do certain things, and throughout the movie you get that feel and the whole theme of woman empowerment. The whole movie, Diana is constantly faced with these issues and these challenges of people constantly telling her, oh, she can't go here, oh, she can't do this, or you can't do that, or you're not capable of doing this. It's set in 1918, around World War I, so 20th century London. Around those times, as many of us know, and if you don't know your history, that's okay. I wasn't big into history either. So around that time, it was very difficult for women and minorities. And around that time, women were looked down upon greatly. There's several scenes where she goes into places and there's, groups of men, and they're kind of like, what's this? Well, what's she doing here? And she just kind of walks in, chest high, head high, and like, yo, so I'm here. What's up? What can I do? The way how she just carries herself and she talks and acts, you never get a boastful vibe from her, I love the way how they portrayed her in this movie. Made her a very humble warrior, but she also knows what she's capable of. And she's not going to be told no. Ever since she was a child, which you will see in the movie. Yeah, she is constantly just receiving opposition, literally at every turn. So throughout the movie, you realize that she just gains respect because people see what she can do. They truly realize what she's capable of. That, added to the real essence and emotion to the movie. I really love that they, made this not necessarily a feminist movie. Don't get that into your mind. She really embodies the whole, not only women, but we all need to come together to end whatever issues are going on, which in the movie, it's what the war to end all wars is what Steve Trevor tells her, what we know as World War I. Yeah, in regards to cinematography, I love every scene was filmed so uniquely. The director, Patty Jenkins, she really did a great job, I feel, of capturing true emotion, especially between Steve Trevor and Wonder Woman. I love the way how a lot of these characters connect with each other. There's one connection in particular between Diana and this warrior, this Amazonian warrior named Antiope, played by the actress Robin Wright. And she, she respects her queen, which is Hippolyta, but she also knows what Diana is capable of too. So she is constantly bringing her up as well. Acting wise, this movie is really, really good. There were a couple times where I kind of was like, okay, that's a tad bit cheesy, but not too bad, Now let's get to some of these fight scenes. Man, let me tell you, wow. Gal Gadot, I looked up, she actually was an Israeli soldier back in the day when she was a little bit younger. And so she already had that background of, fighting styles and different kind of techniques, so that really played a huge and key role in this movie. I was really shocked because growing up, I loved the Justice League. I loved all the DC heroes. I wouldn't say that I didn't like her, but she definitely was my one of my least favorite DC heroes, just because she's a god, so of course, like, barely anything's gonna bother her. So it's like, okay, it's kind of like Superman. Yeah, all right, so she's OP. But this movie, the way how the director Patty Jenkins portrayed her, and portrayed that she also has this significant amount of humanity to her as well. It made me actually really like Wonder Woman as a hero a little more too, especially the way Gal Gadot plays it. It's just go see the movie.
She's a very good secretary.
I don't want to spoil too much or anything for you, really, so I'm gonna kind of keep this as minimal as possible with saying certain character names. There's a big reveal towards the end of the movie. I didn't expect it, and I loved what they did. Mainly because I love Greek mythology, and I know majority of people that I've spoken to and that I know that they love Greek mythology as well. And if you haven't seen this movie, you're gonna love it. Mainly because of that background in the movie, but also because of the tone of the movie. It's got a very noble tone in that anytime you see Diana on the screen, which is the majority of the movie, you just get this sense of like heroism, you want to join her in battle, you want to run up behind her. And speaking of that, there's one scene in particular that it just really shows her female prowess. She is basically this rare commodity to the soldiers. They've never seen anything like this, especially at that time. Again, as I said before, women back then were kind of looked down upon, but still making their way a little bit. To see a woman out there on the battlefield, much less a woman like her with the outfit she had on and what she can do. She's got a sword and a shield, and they've got guns. I mean, you can only imagine what they were thinking. The fact that she at one point was leading something, it just blew my mind, how they portrayed her as this amazing and powerful woman, which she is in the movie. I think that what the director wanted to portray in this movie is that, women can do just as much as men can do, if not a little more in some instances. Not to say that, she's trying to dog on men, because in the movie, the Themyscians, Amazonians, whatever you want to call them, they look down upon men, saying that they're weak and they don't deserve her. I kind of get where they're coming from, mainly because, well, again, she's a god. The essence of she is pure and noble, Men as a whole, with their insecurities, impurities, and just vicious mindset. Men, not just males, but males and females. Humanity together don't deserve gods. They don't deserve a person like Diana. I think that that's what she wanted to portray, that anybody can be a great hero, but it takes a certain man or a certain woman in certain situations to really make a true impact. If I were to give this movie a rating, I would have to give it an honest 9. And that is really, really high. I get it. When you see the movie, which I hope majority of you have already seen it, and if not, I hope you do see it, especially after seeing this review, hopefully you will. If you look at it as a superhero movie, and one, a superhero movie, 2, a war movie, and 3, a movie about overcoming constant obstacles, you'll understand why I gave it a 9, especially with the music. The score of this movie is beautiful. And the interactions, not just between Steve Trevor and Diana, but with other people, other characters in the movie, it is just overall really good. And I don't have too many drawbacks with this movie. To be honest, I can't really think of any more besides what I told you earlier about just some slight acting flaws. But when I say slight, I mean very, very slight. She is just all out an amazing superhero, and not only that, an amazing female superhero. Again, she's a god. That's what I have to say about that. Thank you guys for watching this video. I know it was a little shorter than usual, but I had to cut to the chase, man. This movie was awesome. One of the top movies in the DCEU universe right now, and I can see why. Before watching this, I was like, it looks good, but I don't want to say that it's gonna be one of the best movies in the DCEU, but No, it is. Thank you guys for watching again. Like, subscribe, and comment on the video, and check out some of the other videos I've got. And after this movie, in regards to the DCEU, I will be posting reviews for Justice League, Aquaman, and Shazam. So I hope you guys will definitely check those out when I got those up. I'll have some of those up later this week. But thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed another The Big Rob Theory review, and you have a good one.
How can a woman possibly fight in this?
Fight?